Hello everybody, today's recipe is for Pan Haggerty. This is one of my northerner down south recipes. It comes from Northumberland and around Newcastle on Tyne and has had many variations over the years. There is also a similar variation in Sunderland, but that contains bacon bits. You could also add, for example, chorizo. However, it is not Pan Haggerty, although very similar. Pan Haggerty is a very cheap meal to prepare. You can use any potatoes. Waxy potatoes work best, but if you don't have waxy potatoes, any will do. You just need to try and cut them as finely as possible because we don't all have mandolins and some of us are more accident prone than others. And you use about 4 ounces of cheese, any grated cheese. Cheddar works well, but whatever floats your boat, and some thinly sliced onions. This recipe uses a large onion or 2 medium-sized onions. Some people add garlic or herbs, but I'm keeping mine to the basic, to the original, which starts off with dripping. Oh, I know, dripping. Ooh, one of these bad foods. Yes, wow. It starts off with dripping, or you can use lard. Some people prefer to use oil or butter, but I'm showing you the method with the dripping. Now, the Hairy Bikers also did a version of this and they used stock. You can, of course, put it in a one pot or a slow cooker with some knobs of butter and some stock, by all means. And Dan and I often have it that way, but I'm showing you the traditional method. Now, a spoiler alert, my new microphone didn't work for half the video because I did in fact film the whole video yesterday. It cut out and then it started working properly towards the end of the video. I have not a clue why that is, other than the fact that I am hypersensitive to electromagnetic frequency. I have my own strong electromagnetic field, and therefore any kind of technology is likely to have a few niggles here and there, and the recipe I filmed yesterday was one of them. But here we go, and I hope you enjoy it. Peel and thinly slice 450 grams or 1 pound of potatoes. Try and slice them as thinly as possible. If you have a mandolin, you can slice them on that, but I just use a knife and go very carefully. I've left some of the skin on the potatoes because the skin contains vitamins, but I've just taken out any blemishes. I let the potato slices soak for a little while to get some of the starch out. Otherwise, you can just give them a good rinse through cold running water. Now halve and slice finely 1 large onion. I just used a big brown onion. I'm using 4 ounces, 115 grams of sharp cheddar cheese. This one's organic, but any will do. Melt a good tablespoon of dripping in a frying pan over a medium heat. Wait for it to start to sizzle. When the dripping is sizzling, take the pan off the heat and layer up the Pan Haggerty start with a layer of potatoes, then some onions, salt and pepper if liked, and then cheese, and keep doing that and finish with a layer of potatoes and cheese on top. When the Pan Haggerty is all layered up, take a piece of strong aluminium foil, place it over the top of the pan and tuck it into the edges, and then place it on a lowish heat for about half an hour. Take off the foil and test to see whether the potatoes and onions are all nice and tender. If they are, put the Pan Haggerty under a nice hot grill for 5 to 10 minutes just to brown off on the top. So here it is. This is the Pan Haggerty. Doesn't it look delicious? Let's take this little beauty straight over to the table. You try this, Dan, and let me know what you think of it. Smells nice and cheesy. There you go. You taste that and let me know what you think.
Let's have a taste. This looks very nice. Jumbo jumbo. Nice and cheesy, nice and oniony, nice and potatoey.
And this is a really cheap meal. Even if you've only got a few scraps of cheese and don't have very much at all, it doesn't matter, because as long as it's mature cheese, you can even use cottage cheese as well. Any scraps of cheese that you've got, potato, onion, that's cheap. Obviously, you've got some kale with it. So, are the potatoes nice and tender?
Yes, they are. They're perfectly cooked.
Well, enjoy that then. It'll keep you going, hopefully, on a cold winter's evening. So there we are. Another cheap eat, another success. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to give this recipe a try. You can do lots of variations. You can be more like somebody from Sunderland if you prefer, and put in a bit of bacon or chorizo or whatever you like. But I'm sticking to the original. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon for the next one. Bye for now.